Hello, welcome in Magic players. Travis here, T-Wiz, T-Woo, bringing you my reaction to the announcement that happened today about the Pro Tour, cutting Modern Pro Tours, cutting Platinum Pro players' appearance fees, cutting Hall of Fame, and adding money to the pot for Worlds. Now, this isn't directly relevant to most of us, right? I'm not a pro player. I don't play Modern. Why is this relevant? But it's relevant for the future of Magic as a game existing and what it means to be a Magic player. And I want to have a discussion, share my perspective, but I also invite you to share yours. How do you think this affects Magic? Where do you think Magic is going in the long term? Now, I also want to be clear that we shouldn't direct negativity at Wizards. I've worked at Wizards. I feel they care and they do a good job. If we're going to direct negativity anywhere, let's point the finger at Hasbro. I hope Hasbro watches this. Why do I say that? Hasbro's the umbrella company, the parent of Wizards. It's very possible they have a mandate where it's just we're not increasing appearance fees. They don't really see us competing with League of Legends and Dota, which have 6 million prizes. Why do they have this kind of money? That would be my guess, is that it's not Wizards, it's that there's certain things happening from Hasbro. And we also don't know why. They might have really good strategic reasons for this. We just have to speculate. Let's talk about, first of all, the easiest, most simplest thing to discuss. No more Modern Pro Tours. Whatever. I don't care. I love Modern, but it can be boring because it's the same year after year after year. They can imbalance things, but it gets too imbalanced. It's just really hard to do Modern right. Whereas Standard is easier to do right. Standard had an awesome, really cool top 8 this Pro Tour, Shadows over Innistrad. So if they do that every year, or every Pro Tour, then awesome, right? It's easier to make Standard entertaining. And it's a better financial decision for them because they don't make money off old Modern cards circulating. And we want Wizards to be successful. We do want Wizards to make money. The more money they can make, theoretically, the more money they can put into the pot for prizes. I am going to spin this into a positive, though, or try to at least. So here's the deal. Wizards made it impossible to be a pro Magic player off tournament winnings. The prizes are embarrassingly small. The pots are like 1/20th the size of Dota in the league. 1/20th, right? They're tiny. But there were these appearance fees where if you're a top pro, you get 3,000 for going to a tournament. If you go to 3 or 4 of those, you've got 9, 12,000. You do some writing, you do some content stuff, and you're up to 20 grand. You're not rich, but you're making a living doing a cool thing that you really like doing. Not anymore. You don't get 3,000 anymore. You get 250. Which is fucking nothing, and it happened immediately. There's no warning. It's not next year, it's now, right? So it sucks for these people who have tried really hard to earn this thing that they were told they would have that's now taken away. I think Wizards' big mistake, or Hasbro, really, is not even in doing this, but in not giving them a year warning so that these people who worked hard can enjoy this. The Hall of Fame thing makes sense to make it harder, make Hall of Fame less meaningful in terms of going to tournaments. We don't need 40 Hall of Famers going to every tournament and getting paid from that, whatever. The sucky thing is for the Platinum players. So they put some of that money back into the pot for Worlds, which now has 70,000 first place. That's cool, but I would like to know Wizards' reasoning for this. And they didn't really say in the... They didn't really say in their video. However, here's how we're going to make a positive, or whatever, or at least try to. Now, what happens if I win a tournament? I won. Does that make other people's lives better? That might inspire you, but in terms of trading value for value, being good at Magic cards doesn't really add value to the world. It just doesn't. Now, we can use Magic as a vehicle to add value for the world, inspire people, talk to people, coach people, help people get more from the game, make people laugh, put out entertaining content, right? Let's be real, there's actually plenty of money in Magic. Look at the top YouTube content producers. Look at some of the writers and game designers and stuff like that, right? There's ways to monetize Magic, and it makes sense that it should be value oriented to the audience, to people, and not in being really good at winning matches, right? Now, it would be cool if there's both, right? It's like, okay, the NBA just plays, right? And League of Legends and Dota and StarCraft just play. Why don't we have Magic anymore? Well, it sucks. But the Pro Tour dream is still alive for everyone in our mastermind, because most of us aren't dreaming about Platinum. We want to go play in the Pro Tour one time. It's cool. It's going to be hard to see what the ramifications are of this. If you could share your thoughts below, what do you think the ramifications are? I would love to hear. I hope that those of you who are really affected by this, the Platinum players, turn to content more. I mean, it's more value anyways. Coaching, try out some different stuff. So, what do you think? Is this the end of Magic? It's definitely scary. It's definitely scary that to make it really hard to be a pro overnight. So I don't know. This is my reaction today, and I don't have the answers. This video is not meant to tell you what is going to happen or what we're going to do. So leave a comment below what's going to be the result of this. What's the ramifications? Let's try not to shake our fist too much. A little bit's okay. There's reason to be frustrated, but yeah, maybe we should. Actually, maybe we should. What do you think? Should we be really mad and tell Wizards that we're outraged? Because that works sometimes, and they reverse things. They do listen to people, so they might, if we really think this is a bad business move for them and they listen to us, then the Platinum Pros could come back. So what are we going to do? Should we mobilize? Let's discuss in the comments.